second day, it seemed different. Everything seemed different. We knew what we needed to do. Rather than the first day having been rushed to get everything packed, we were able to organize it better, and that way keep it in tight. We knew how much water we needed to drink. We were able to calculate ourselves. And it seemed like that whole day, it was a lot easier. Even though we still pulled it uphill a lot more, it just went together easier.
We decided either by accident or by design, I'll never tell, we decided that a couple miles were cut off the trail, and we set off on the trail, and so had a pretty easy, nice pull until the lunch spot.
It's like all of it. Come on, Tom, react!
Why?
Some acoustics.
We're coming along the trail, and so around the top you could see the sprinklers watering the crops. And
yes, water. Let's go faster.
There was a sprinkler we got to go through.
Oh, dang. Share the wetness. Oh, it's delicious. You want to hug some?
I didn't care what it smelled like. I didn't care what it looked like. I just wanted some water in my face.
We started out from there, and I just kept telling everybody, we're camping at a lake. It's going to be nice tonight. We're camping at a lake tonight. It's going to be great.
I heard that we were going to do a lake. We were going to a lake, and we're going to sleep next to a lake. I was like, yay, we get to swim.
What I heard from President Clara was that it was a pretty nice looking lake.
Mosquito Central The wind picked up in the wrong direction. It was foul.
It was extremely hot, so many mosquitoes. There was no shade basically, unless you wanted to be covered in seeds.
I decided that I wasn't gonna swim in that.
We were all thinking, what are they thinking? I mean, where are we gonna sleep? Where are we gonna set our carts? It's not gonna be comfortable at all.
So we found another spot, but that meant that the rope pull that was for the next morning, we had to do that night. The rope pull across the lake to get them across the lake on the ferry.
We allowed 2 carts on the ferry, and then we could carry up to 12 people. I know pioneers didn't have life jackets, bright orange life jackets back then, but the modern pioneers do now.
We called it Old Cow Runoff because it was cow runoff. We couldn't go in it.
The water was like full of lots of really gross stuff, so you didn't really want to touch it because, I don't know, it didn't look very nice.
And it was like pulling across just some big cesspool with the monster of the Black Lagoon inside. It was disgusting. Like you'd pull the rope and just huge clumps of who knows what come all over you, and it smelled like, I don't even want to say that, but it was terrible.
So we all got on, and like running through my head, I just kept thinking, what if I fell in this water? It would be so gross. And then I was really proud of my brothers because they pulled 2 hand carts across the water, and that really amused me.
When our family got on the barge ferry, the guys were pulling us at first, and at one point us women, us girls said, hey, we can take a turn, you guys look tired, and we pulled ourselves the rest of the way across that water. It was great.
And then they told us that we were moving another mile or 2. You know, we were thinking, okay, it's gonna just be dirt. No, it was sand. And oh my, was that rough.
If you read the pioneer records, sand was the thing they hated the most because it just ate the wagons. It just sucked the wheels in, and they couldn't pull, and it wore them out. And these guys had to go through about a half hour's worth of sand at the end of the day in the hottest part of the day.
Pulling through the sand was tough going up the hills, but going down the hills we were able to get that little bit of momentum to go a little bit farther up the hill and continue kind of just a cycle.
was interesting. When we got off the ferry, they said, you guys are there. It's only about a quarter-mile walk from here. And it wasn't.
There's a song, I always had a song in my head, and in it said, God is good, we've come so much farther than we thought we could. Keep walking now, God is good. So I just kept singing that in my head, and I kept walking. I remember as we reached the top of the hill, we just dropped our handcart, and we just fell, because we were so tired.
Fortunately, I had seen it because we scouted it out. I knew there wasn't a tree because I thought, they've got rope. If there's a tree, they're going to lynch me when I get up there because this is really tough. And for some of them, that was very, very difficult because, again, it was a long, hot day, and that sand, pulling through sand is brutal, and that was hard for them to get in.
We were so hungry, it was finally time to eat.
We had asked for parents to write a letter without the kids knowing they were writing the letter so that we could give it to them at the end of the second day.
I got a letter. It was about 4 pages long, and I read through it, and it was so nice to read this and know that someone cared for you, and that it was just a great experience to get that. It helped you understand people more.